What are we doing in this episode? I will discuss a significant document recently released by a trustworthy source that details how 80% of Japanese banks are linked to Ripple's network. Given that they are a part of Ripple's network, why is that large? What information do we have on SBI and their 62 banks in Codium? We're going to go right in, as Japan is a huge fan of XRP, and we'll also hear from Monica. During her media tour, we will discuss the DTC Ripple XRP chain link. There's a lot more we need to discuss. People should unwind, take a seat, and enjoy the performance. $71.9 for Bitcoin, which has increased 31% in the last day, with Ethereum now trading at $3,853. The USDT's under dollar is up 1.47%. When the peg reaches 99, people know that the money has stayed constant. Coin and entered, I have no idea where it is. Though I haven't really looked through these items, it has actually gone into that. Has moved. It will be interesting to observe because it will probably rotate back into Bitcoin, as XRP is currently trading at a mean of about 52 cents. It did not reach 53 cents yesterday as we had hoped. People, what are you going to do? We'll obtain, I can assure you that, out of the $2 trillion, $671 billion, cryptocurrency market cap, the amount we are aiming for is 75 cents, hence Bitcoin. Since you are aware that the resistance area is at 74,000, where will it go from here? The parabolic bull run will begin as soon as it breaks, unlike anything you have ever seen. In my opinion, it does go up a little. However, I doubt we'll cover all 74 regions, or at least 74,000. At this point, I do believe that there will be a slight retracement here, perhaps not much into the upper 60,000. After that, I believe that will be the last retreat. Occurs, we'll observe that. I've been quite accurate in my forecasts, which are that the $74,000 range will be broken. See what transpires. We're not playing around. XRP lowers to Monday, 2020, at this point. It's in full swing, and the Riverside crew is located at 8B70. There you have it, a brief film. No, this isn't a clip from Money 2020. The event is named after Money. 2020, I thought the name would be updated year, correct, Money 2024, Money 2023, but no, here's Monica in 2020, it's still Money. She remarked, long. Well, the catch was excellent. Talking about Ripple's momentum, including growing demand for real-world asset tokenization from our custodial customers and entities to the stablecoin market, here's our Gene Capel, tech journalist for CNBC and lovely Amsterdam. Let's start this. Listen for a little while. This is an advertisement, and as usual, maybe it ought to have before I did, I pulled this up for you. I apologize. It's early. Have you heard of a small increase in institutional interest in the space? BlackRock has been the 800-pound gorilla, and now that the ETF has been approved in the US, I believe we can expect to see considerably more. Institutional curiosity about the area regarding the ETF approval, it appeared to be a kind of watershed event, and institutional investment entering the cryptocurrency space was a topic of much discussion. What exactly are we starting with? Are some of the more established businesses beginning to show an interest in entering this industry through ETFs? Consider it very definitely through the tokenization of physical assets as well as through ETFs. We're seeing that from our custody customer base. You mentioned the ETF, but how are big banks like SocGen leading the way in tokenizing various securities assets like bonds and stocks? What impact do you believe this will have? Knowing it's a lesser one, will it have the same impact as Bitcoin? Although it has a lower market capitalization and may not be as well known to institutional and even retail investors, it is still the second largest. I believe you are aware of the fact that market knowledge and awareness of what's going on in cryptocurrency are growing. More narratives and stories about the ecosystem of activity being built on top of Ethereum are visible. Yes, we can wait and see what transpires. I want to shift our focus from the markets to this excellent response. We'll choose a few more of this is highlighted in the upcoming video. Don't worry, we're going to go right into this and today's tokenization discussion. The DTCC's Nadine talks about how smart tokens can help with KYC and AML compliance because DTCC digital assets will clean up the entire tokenized securities market. This man just said, these guys are probably a bit more bullish, but I've been there for 6 years and I'm a little behind my original projections. But the market as a whole is 1.4 quadratic in all asset classes, and if you look at any of those asset classes, they're all beginning to move on the chain already. Additionally, we've seen how easily people are interested in the money market, tokenized treasuries, and those kinds of instruments, as well as the support for stablecoins when it comes to replacing cash. Upon seeing DTCC a clear stream for euros, all it would take is one of them to switch to being fully digital, which would mean trillions in assets all by itself. As a result, I believe we may be able to see and consider tens of trillions. A quadrillion is 1.4. This represents merely a small portion of the enormous market. Consider the following: 30 to 50 trillion XRP are traded on ARX. $50 trillion in 2 years. Going forward, Ripple Twitter plans to replay the session in roughly 2 years. As of right now, we have only been playing for a few months, people, 50 trillion, but the DTCC remembered that they are related as well. Through a chain link. Chainlink is one such digital resource. It's going to go, so if we do a 10x from here and you invested $5,000, you would get $50,000. I genuinely feel, deep down, that this will happen, and we will go on. Thank you, Jim Cramer, for bringing Gary Gensler and the SEC's losses to light. Everyone looks at Jim Cramer. Does anyone have coins? No, we don't. There is a Cramer coin, however, there shouldn't be one. I'm hoping it's registered correctly. I didn't want to discuss it because right now it functions like a WoW Cramer coin, a pumping gun. I had no intention of discussing anything with you. Goer, hold on. Given that we are running out of time to ask Ripple Labs questions, what would you like to ask? You're done there. I was given the floor. Regards. Do you know that I used to text, oh man, all KR? Why do I feel like Cramer is going to receive a little nudge in the form of a lawsuit regarding the Kerr coin? Reminding Gunter on national television, specifically CNBC, that he lost the Wall Street lawsuit against Ripple is always a good idea. Then we get this. This is significant. Folks, this is where it originates. Allow me to demonstrate. Who was the first person to approach Dora? Is the MFR University all right? They are a repository for research, and judging from the paper that appears, they have done some fairly decent research. Here, we can see that this is being called back. Big data and blockchain banking, an introduction reveals its emergence. Large data has successfully impacted several industries, including banking, purchasing, politics, and law enforcement. It is also significantly influencing future data analysis. Okay, fantastic. Isn't that right? I understand that you don't have to tell me, but let's scroll down to find out. Do we come to learn anything from their studies? Okay, so it lists the Bank of Dubai as including the national blockchain technology in its check insurance system, and more than 60 Japanese banks represents 80% of the Japanese. To rival SWIFT, the banking sector has teamed up with Ripple to enable comparatively quick international money transfers in the UK. Santin introduced the current Ripple X protocol, which enables international payments of up to $10,000. Meanwhile, the Bank of England has proposed integrating RTGS, or the real-time gross settlement system, to expedite payments and money transfers. Hello. You represent 80% of Japanese banks. All kidding aside, do you believe they won't use on-demand liquidity and XRP to make those immediate payments? For those migrant laborers who are working for pennies on the dollar in those neighboring countries, yes, they are. When all of this comes together and starts to hit people in the face, buckle up and get ready because this price will do something that you have never seen this price do before. I'm telling you now that it will happen in 2025.